and gentlemen, welcome to the Delivering the Next Generation of Computing Experiences event. To make some introductory remarks, please welcome Mr. Gregory Bryant, Vice President, Sales and Marketing Group and General Manager, Asia Pacific Region. 各位贵宾、各位媒体朋友，欢迎莅临英特尔个人电脑用户端专题演讲。在活动一开始，首先让我们欢迎英特尔业务行销事业群副总裁暨亚太区总裁 Mr. Gregory Bryant 宋义孝先生来为我们致辞。
大家好，欢迎！我是 GD Gregory Bryant 副总裁。今天我说英文，对吗？对。Hey, it's hard to believe that just a year ago at Computex we unveiled the world's first Ultrabook, and maybe even harder to believe that just 4 short months after that, we saw the first wave of Ultrabooks hit the market from customers like Asus, Acer, Lenovo, Samsung. And we're just really pleased with the progress that's been made on this technology and also the market momentum that we're seeing. As the General Manager Asia Pacific here with you guys today, I want to say I think the progress we made together is just a real affirmation of how Asia has become a part of technology innovation for the industry. And furthermore, I think the progress is a real testament to the long-standing collaboration and partnership that we at Intel have with the Taiwanese IT ecosystem. So today, my friend and colleague Kirk Scoggin is going to talk to you about how we're going to deliver the next generation of computing experiences. He's going to show you some great new systems. He's going to expose you to some really compelling new usage models. And with that, I want you to enjoy the show. Thank you.
Welcome Mr. Kirk Scoggin, Vice President and General Manager, PC Client Group. 现在让我们欢迎英特尔副总裁及个人电脑用户端事业群总经理 Mr. Kirk Scoggin.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for attending. It's a great pleasure to be up here as we introduce the 3rd generation Intel Core Ultrabooks today and talk about how we're going to usher in the next generation of computing experiences. As GB said, it's hard to believe that we were up here with Sean Maloney and Johnny Shi from ASUS just a year ago. But maybe what's more important is, we had the first ever Ultrabook Symposium here in Taiwan where we really enlisted you, the Taiwan ecosystem, to go really revolutionize and transform mobile computing. We saw that first wave of Ultrabooks launch in the marketplace around October, and by January, people like Time were talking about 2012 as the year of the Ultrabook, with really 21 designs hitting the marketplace. Well, today we're talking about 110 new Ultrabooks coming into the marketplace over the next year during the course of this third generation Intel Core, and I hope you'll see from the momentum you see behind us, things are just getting started relative to the momentum we have. So I just wanted to start by saying thank you very much to everyone here in Taiwan for making this first year such a great success. Thank you very much. So everything that we're announcing today around third generation Core Intel Ultrabooks is really fundamentally based on our 3D Tri-Gate transistor technology. And we're on track, as we've said on multiple occasions, to ramp this aggressively this year on 22 nanometer. We have 14 nanometer on track, and Haswell's on track for 2013. So it's phenomenal what the guys in our manufacturing group have been able to do here, and everything you see behind us is going to be really a testament to the innovation that's happened around the Tri-Gate transistor. Now, at the end of the day, we talked about starting with user experience first, so what I thought I'd do is just kind of set the stage and talk about the four vectors of the Ultrabook: responsiveness, mobility, protected, and stylish designs. In responsiveness, what we really committed around Ultrabook now and into the future is we don't have to compromise on performance. We're going to deliver full Core i7 capabilities into these ultra slim designs. We're going to show you some demonstrations on the responsiveness that's being generated because of putting non-volatile memory into the platform, giving instant access to your data when you want it. Being an ultimate in creation device, not just a consumption device, and really delivering a no-wait issue. Mobility, we're going to show you awesome battery life. A lot of these systems are now more than 8 hours of battery life. You're going to be able to connect anytime and anywhere. We've got some demonstrations of Intel wireless display technology and new user interfaces as well, with things like touch coming to the Ultrabook. At the end of the day, we're all worried about our security. You've got a huge amount of malware hitting the market. Identity protection has become an increasing issue. You're going to see a whole host of technologies that are really out there that enable peace of mind, worry-free computing, and secure computing. And then lastly, it's amazing the innovation in mechanicals and the stylish form factors that are coming out, taking notebooks really in 1 year from inches to millimeters, and really personalize and be proud of the devices that we're carrying around. So let's take a look at some of the great innovation behind these designs and what's driving this great innovation. Well, at the end of the day, we've been working with the ecosystem here in Taiwan to drive the cost points down on Ultrabook computing. You saw a lot of these designs at $999 and above when they first came out. And I've been public and remain public that we'll see designs at $699 as we leave the year this year in the Ultrabook. We've announced a $300 million Ultrabook fund to spur innovation in the marketplace. And you're seeing a lot of the systems that are announcing today at $799 already. But what we've done is we've really started innovating with the ecosystem, taking what was thin machined aluminum down to thin stamped aluminum, and then even to thin innovative composite. And what I thought I'd do is just share with you just one of the innovations that we released. You saw some press on in the last couple of days. And this is really a playbook we took out of the aeronautics industry, where we looked at how do you design planes for lightweight that keep the same kind of strength in the system as we've seen in some of the aluminum designs. So you're going to see incredibly new composite material coming out that has the ability to lower the cost of the chassis that these Ultrabooks are in by more than 50%, while not compromising on the quality that we see in the existing designs. So that's pretty exciting. I want to thank everyone in Taiwan who's been involved in that. So what experiences are we going to get with these third generation Core processors? Well, relative to the second generation Core that's been in the market today, you're going to see systems that are 22% faster. We've talked about this being a TIC plus, where we not only moved to a new process technology, but we also added graphics processing units to the design. So you're going to see double the graphics capability and double the media performance versus what was available just weeks ago. You're going to see responsive while active behavior, so you're going to get instant access to your information, and you're going to be able to resume from hibernate state in less than 7 seconds. All these systems continue the outstanding battery life, more than 5 hours, many of them over 8 hours of battery life. Intel wireless display technology, and we'll show you some demonstrations of that in a few minutes. And you're going to get up to 10 times the I/O performance because these systems have USB 3.0 or Thunderbolt or a combination of both in them. On the protected side, we'll talk about the increases in advancements we've been making around security. We're going to be requiring some of these security features as part of the Ultrabook specification. Intel anti-theft technology, Intel identity protection technology, and then today also announcing a series of chipsets and processors that enable us to go into the business segment with Ultrabooks as well. And then lastly, on stylish, you're going to see an amazing number of form factors, more than 110 designs coming to the marketplace, over 10 convertible designs, and more than 35 new touch designs that we're already tracking into the marketplace. So rather than just showing you PowerPoint on this, I thought I'd bring out Naveen Shenoy, Vice President and General Manager of Intel's Mobile Computing Group, and we'll talk to you about some demonstrations. Hey, Naveen.
Hey, everybody. It's great to be in Taiwan. Exciting day, huh?
It is exciting. Now, what exactly is that hat for?
Oh, this. Okay, sorry. This is a very interesting technology. This is a company called, it's a camera from a company called GoPro. This is one of the fastest growing camera companies in the world. 1080p, full video. You use it for kind of adventure sports, if you're scuba diving or if you're biking or whatever. I happened to take some video as you were walking up on stage there, Kirsten. What's really cool about this, you combine the power of this camera with a third generation Core Ultrabook, and you can do some amazing stuff. So a little bit later, I want to show you some of the capabilities that we can do with that.
Great. Well, we talked about the 4 vectors of computing. Why don't you take people through it? Let's show them some demos.
Yeah, I thought we'd start with responsiveness. People want their devices to turn on right away. They want them to be snappy, and they want to be able to flow through their daily activities. And so, well, let's start with a demonstration here. You've got right here a 3-year-old Core 2 Duo system, and you've got one of the latest Ultrabooks here as well. So I'm going to ask you to help me out. We're going to show the instant on capability. We're going to turn these on. Wait. 1, 2, 3, go. This one's turning away. Did you press that button?
I don't know. Let me check. Uh-oh. Here, but the little guy is helping out.
There it is. It's up and running. It was less than 7 seconds. I know it felt like a lot, but it's up and running. It's on Intel.com, and this whole system is still booting up. So,
Well, 5 times faster if I hit the power button right. I think this is the second time I've had the power button.
so user error on that. The other thing I want to show you is, by the way, this is using a technology called rapid start technology from Intel. The other one I want to show you is this is an LG Ultrabook, and the lid on this Ultrabook is shut, right? So it's in sleep mode. One of the capabilities we have in many of the Ultrabooks is Intel Smart Connect technology, which is a technology that acts kind of like a cell phone does. It goes out to the internet, it pulls for information, and then it pulls data down. We've built that into Ultrabooks like this one. And what this has been doing as the lid's been shut is it periodically goes out to the internet and looks for content. This camera I showed you earlier, the GoPro camera, has Wi-Fi built into it. And so this device is out looking for new content. And what I'm going to show you now is how the data from here has just automatically come to this Ultrabook, even though it was in sleep mode. So we'll open up the lid here, and that's up and running now. We're on Explorer, and I'm just going to open up this video right here. And what you can see is a video I was taking earlier from my helmet cameras. I was sitting in the audience as we were up on stage. So pretty cool capability. Intel Smart Connect lets people get to what they want to do more quickly.
Fantastic. So instant responsiveness with rapid start technology, really enabled by non-volatile memory in the platform, and then the Smart Connect capability and instant access we can stand on.
Absolutely.
Okay, so hey, what about some of the most popular games in the world? What are we going to do about that?
Let's go walk back here and take a look at what we've got. One of the capabilities we talked about earlier was the graphics performance. 2x the graphics performance of the last generation. What that allows us to do is put some of the best games in the world, the most performance-intensive games, into this small Ultrabook form factor. I have running here Diablo 3. This is just a few weeks old, very popular game. 6 million sold already in just the first week. Up and running, great, realistic, smooth graphics capability. Here you've got Total War Shogun, Fall of the Samurai. This is a popular sim battle engagement game. Up and running, graphics look great, running all on the processor graphics of the system. This is FIFA 12. It's a very popular sports game with the World Cup coming up. This is going to do very, very well. We've got Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. This is, of course, one of the biggest first-person shooter titles in the industry. League of Legends. This is a real-time strategy game, actually very popular here in Asia. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, up and running, looks great on the processor graphics. And finally, Aeon, again, an Asian massively multiplayer role-playing game as well. So all categories of games running amazingly well on the third generation core processor graphics.
So incredible responsiveness, obviously incredible performance for mainstream gaming with the processor graphics. What about mobility?
So we talked earlier about the form factor innovation. A lot of these Ultrabooks are getting sleeker and smaller. We also have battery life improvements, moving from most have 5 hours, all have 5 hours, and many of them have over 8 hours of battery life. Another interesting mobility capability is the idea of taking your content from your Ultrabook and viewing it on a big screen, for example. So one of the things we've been working hard at is wide-eye technology. We brought wide-eye out about 1.5 years ago, and in the past we required, we'll walk over here so you can take a look at this. In the past we required these adapters. You have to attach this adapter to the TV and then you can sling the content up. At CES this year, we announced some partnerships with Samsung and LG to take this adapter capability and integrate it directly into the television. I'm happy to say today we're announcing a new partnership with Toshiba. The Toshiba TL963 television right behind me here was announced recently, is now integrated wide-eye. And rather than just talk about it, why don't we have Mark come back up here and show us how it works.
Hey, Kurt.
Hey, good. What do you got?
So basically what I want to do is do a little bit of an experience demo, and to do that we're going to have these two systems up here. The system on the left is a Core 2 Duo system. It's like a 3-year-old typical system that people might currently be using today. And then we've got a third generation core-based system over here on the right. And we're just going to do some common everyday activities something might do, you know, with GoPro video, different types of media. You have to interact with that. What is that experience going to be like on these two different platforms? So let's go ahead and get started. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy files. You know, you have these external personal hard drives that you have that are connected via USB 3. In this case here, we've got USB 3 or Thunderbolt capability on 3rd gen. Whereas before, you only had USB 2 capability. And we're just going to go ahead and copy some files from the external drive onto our desktop.
So the guys backstage are going to run this system, and you're running that one over there.
Yeah, they're going to follow along in the backstage on the Core 2 Duo system. And you can see about 3 gigs of files, and using USB 3, I'm able to copy that in a little over 10-15 seconds, whereas the Core 2 Duo system is going to take a bit longer, about 1.5 minutes.
Looks like it's done. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. So now, maybe what we want to do is once we got those files, we might want to do a common transcoding, right? So we want to convert it to either upload it to YouTube, or we want to place it on a personal device, a phone, or something like that. And so we'll go ahead and use the technology QuickSync Video, right? And so we have the ability to quickly transcode these into different formats. And with that capability, we're able to do that very quickly. And you can see already on the 3rd generation system here, we're done with that first clip.
That blue bar, it's all done, so it's already transcoded that file, right?
Exactly. So we can make short work of these 2 clips. These are a couple hundred megabytes each, and we're already done in about 20 seconds. Over there, we're going to spend probably close to 3 minutes to do that. So these are all capabilities that really make the user experience nice, and you can really have a quick, responsive system. But of course, one other thing that we can do here that we couldn't do before, or we can't do with that system, is actually Wi-Fi. And so with this particular system, we can go ahead and connect to our Wi-Fi adapter.
And this 3-year-old system, I think there's probably about 500 million 3-year-old or longer desktops and mobile devices out in the market. So.
Yeah, exactly. And one other thing I forgot to mention was we're using this video wall application. And this video wall application allows us to load all of those videos, all 9 of those HD videos, and play them simultaneously. And oh, by the way, we're actually doing it with Wi-Fi. Whereas over here, it's having difficulty loading those videos, and in fact, it's playing them pretty choppily.
That's great. So in the past, you had slideshows for photos. Now you can do a slideshow for HD video.
For video, exactly.
The performance of the core processors. sleek Ultrabook, unlike what you had to do in the past with your big, thick, very notebook. So, great stuff, man. Thank you very much.
All right, well, so we talked about responsiveness, we talked about the performance of gaming and the mobility. What about security? Security is becoming a big issue out
You
there.
know what, we've made a lot of progress on security. You're absolutely right. Peace of mind is more important. People's precious photos and images are on these Ultrabooks. Every Ultrabook on the 3rd generation core will come with security out of the box. 2 new capabilities we're requiring: Intel anti-theft technology and Intel identity protection technology. Anti-theft, of course, is just protecting your data and automatically rendering the Ultrabook obsolete or unusable if somebody was to steal the device. And then Intel identity protection technology integrates second factor authentication. So you know, a lot of people carry around these special devices from their banks. You don't need those anymore. It's integrated right into the Ultrabook. So we can't do this alone. We need a lot of ecosystem partners to bring this to life. And so we've been working hard with the ecosystem on technologies like Intel anti-theft. A year ago, we had anti-theft in 1 language. Now, with version 1.5, we offer anti-theft in 11 languages around the world. You can see on the blue on the slide here, we're offering this in all these countries around the world. And in addition, on Intel identity protection technology, we've doubled the number of ISPs that support this technology. Many of the OEMs that you see up here, a lot of the popular credit card companies like MasterCard, eBay are all now supporting this technology.
Yeah, and it was fun at Beijing IDF. I introduced Ren on stage, which was the kind of the Facebook of China, and you know, hundreds of thousands of accounts in social networking are being hacked on a regular basis, and Ren uses it as a way to protect actually the social identity of people that are on their network. So great progress there as well.
Tons of progress on security, so that's great.
What about style? So we've gone through the 3 other vectors. What about style?
Responsiveness, we talked about mobility, we talked about protectiveness. Let's look at style. Kirk talked earlier about this. There is an incredible wave of innovation, guys, coming. You're going to see a variety of screen sizes from 11 inches to 15 inches. Every major OEM in the world is going to be shipping this technology right here and right now. Rather than just showing you this slide, let's show you some of these guys.
Take a look at them.
So what you have here is some of the most innovative technology from all of our partners. This is a Samsung Ultrabook. This is a 15-inch Ultrabook. There were no 15-inch Ultrabooks in the first wave. You now see less than 15 millimeters at 15-inch Ultrabook here from Samsung. Over here, you've got a NEC Ultrabook. This thing weighs under 1 kilogram. I mean, this is incredibly light, and it's also under 15 millimeters, so great innovation on weight in addition to the Z height that you saw there. This is an Acer Ultrabook that has some interesting mechanical innovation on it. You can see here, it's got a little button here. If you press this button, press that, you see the I/O ports just let out. It has a Thunderbolt port right here, so it's adding some of the latest and greatest I/O technology. You press it again, and the I/O ports disappear. So pretty cool technology there. We've got Ultrabooks from Lenovo. This has an SSD plus hard drive built in for lower cost options. Sony, the Bio T13 is out now. Asus UX31A, they've added new capabilities like full HD 19 by 10 resolution. Toshiba is bringing out, this is the Ultrabook with wide-eye that I showed you earlier. This is Satellite View 840, and HP with the NV4, as well as Ultrabooks from Dell and LG. So every single OEM across the board with support from all our OEMs here, innovating in multiple directions from screen size to Z height to weight to mechanicals to touch. Fantastic to see the innovation here, Kirk. So
It's been fantastic. Thanks. The momentum is very impressive. Congratulations. As you can see here on this system, we've got the Fujitsu Lightbook U77-2. It's a 14-inch, 16-millimeter design. It's got a fingerprint reader, integrated LTE and vPro capability. The HP EliteBook with vPro. Our Small Business Advantage program that we announced at Beijing IDF, bringing security and manageability to small business platforms as well with this ThinkPad. And then the Lenovo X1 Carbon, which gets you your trackpad better, track pointer here in the middle back for all of you that like that. But again, fingerprint reader and a really phenomenal design with carbon fiber strength and only 1.36 kilograms. So the best of what you've seen in consumer with the best of security and manageability of vPro, now available as we ramp these over the next several months. So underneath these platforms, the reason we're here is we're announcing 16 new processors and 4 chipsets today that are making this vPro capability possible. We're also enabling a new U series, so 5 of these processors from Core i3, Core i5, and Core i7 today are being launched to enable these 17-watt TDP-based Ultrabooks. And these provide the foundation, really, of our vision for a no-compromise experience. So again, with 500 million PCs in the installed base that are 3 years and older, what can users expect, and why are we so excited about PC refresh? Well, first of all, relative to a Core 2 Duo system, 3 years old, these are going to be 80% faster from a processor perspective, 30 times improvement in media, 19 times better on graphics performance, 10 times better I/O with USB 3 and Thunderbolts, rapid start and rapid response capabilities that we showed you here, Smart Connect capabilities to make sure that your email, your Facebook, your Twitter is always fresh the second you open the lid, more security with anti-theft and identity protection technologies that weren't there 3 years ago, and significantly thinner designs. You saw 16 millimeters and up kind of designs here. So absolutely a phenomenal accomplishment by the industry in 3 short years, and we think it's really going to drive a momentum on PC refresh. But we aren't standing still. This is not a race to the bottom in price points. We've said that we expect Ultrabooks by end of the year to be at $699 and above. And we continue to want to refresh the capabilities in here to make these exciting new experiences as we move over. So our goal is to continually bring new innovation and experiences to the Ultrabook. Obviously, Intel has had a multi-decade-long relationship with Microsoft. We're incredibly excited about what Windows 8 is going to bring to the marketplace. And simply put, the 3rd generation Intel Core and the Ultrabook, we believe, will deliver the best Windows 8 experience. What was also exciting about the relationship we've had with Microsoft is we're bringing touch to the PC in a major way. And we expect this to be an outstanding experience with touch. Now, a lot of people ask, what does Intel know about touch? Well, we've been delivering touch-based systems into the marketplace for over 15 years. If you checked in at an airport kiosk, or you worked at a point of sale, used a point of sale machine recently, used it all-in-one, or these kinds of things, chances are you've been using Intel technology in the retail environment. Our research indicates that both for convertibles, that I'll show you in a second, but also for clamshell Ultrabooks, users love touch. And we've done survey after survey, from Shanghai to Milan to San Francisco to Sao Paulo, Brazil to Taiwan, and this is testing in a phenomenal way. Our touch announcements that we just did in the keynote with Tom Kilroy says that we're driving capacity for 13 inches and above with Intel investments 3 to 5 times what the industry is forecasting today on touch on the PC. So we're putting our money where our mouth is with strategic relationships now with Touch, Wintech, TPK, and Can-Do. And so rather than just talk about touch, I thought I'd bring Jigna up on stage and let's show you a little bit about what's going to happen with touch in the clamshell. Hi, Jigna.
Hey, Kurt.
So what do you have here?
So what I have here is the latest Ultrabook from Samsung. This is the Samsung Series 5 Ultra. What's unique about this is it's touch enabled. Now, say you have a cup of coffee in your hand, and typically you want to use 2 hands to type in your password. But what I'm going to do, this is running the latest Windows release review. What I'm going to do is go ahead and use the touch gesture feature to log in, and voila, I can do it with 1 hand. It's just so much more intuitive, so much more fun to do. Now, Windows 8 was built around
partners has been Toshiba, and I'd like to invite Haruka Yama-san on stage, who is Chief Marketing Executive and General Manager of the Digital Project Management Division. Hey, Yama-san, how are you? So let's talk about what we've been doing on Ultrabooks together.
Yes, Kirk, you have mentioned about the importance of touch and also the Ultrabook technology coming together. And I would like to show you and demonstrate the models that Intel's engineering team and Toshiba's engineering team are both having a joint collaboration to develop solutions trying to drive this into the market. This is obviously a kind of tablet Ultrabook. And if you can see, it perfectly works well on the tablet PC. This is for the users who is really onto the data consumption. Various type of data is already available in the daily life. But when the users would like to have on the creation mode, this tablet will immediately go into the laptop PC. And because it is an Ultrabook, you can see the thinness of the model. So with this book, together with Intel and Toshiba, we can have the users experience the full type of data consumption and data creation together in the model.
Wow, that's fantastic. So thank you very much. Obviously, that's not all. We've got more to show.
Thank you for asking. We have another one prepared. This model was just launched this morning, actually, and I'm very glad that I brought him over here for this event. This is the ultra-wide screen Ultrabook. So it's an ultra. Thank you. Together with this ultra screen Ultrabook, what we can do is this is 21 by 9. This size is perfect for the cinema screen capabilities. So it also supported by the extra sound quality, which can be tuned up by a Harman Kardon speakers on both sides. So you would have a very powerful sound technology together with this visualized technology together in one box. But again, ultra thin book. What I would like to do is a little bit give a flavor. So this is actually running the video screen. So what you can do is having a VOD downloaded from the internet directly to the PCs, and you can have the full cinema experience together in the audio.
Fantastic. I'll take it. Thank
Oh,
you.
this is the present.
Hey, so you guys launched one of the lightest Ultrabooks on the planet in 2012. One of those 21 designs that we talked about. How are sales going from your perspective?
For the models we have launched, this for the Portages Z830 series. We've been surprised by the performance. It is overachieving our expectations. Actually, what we're doing is we're now doubling the production capacity in order to get it done.
Wow, fantastic. Well, that's great to hear.
Thank you very much.
So, I've been on stage talking about this Ultrabook convertible category now for some time. And as we mentioned, touch is taking off in a major way. And hopefully you guys realize the importance of the announcement we made today of securing capacity for touch. But over 35 new designs coming into the marketplace, 10 convertible designs. I'd like to just show you some of those as we go around here. The Samsung Series 5 Ultra Convertible. I guess you could call this kind of a flip design, very, very thin design. But of course, it can convert into a tablet as well. Here you have the Asus Tai Chi system. So obviously a very beautiful design. And as I close the lid here, you can see there's actually a gorgeous screen. There's something unique and new about this screen, and that is that it actually is a dual screen as well. So you can see the full capability of Windows 8, and it also becomes a tablet. This is actually one of the new Acer Full HD machines, Ultrabook with touch enabled. So again, another very light machine called Helium that you saw on the system today. This is Lenovo's yoga platform. So again, you can use this in consumption mode if you're stuck in row 55H and that person leans the seat back on you. But you can also move it into a clamshell mode. Very, very thin design, but it also can obviously flip all the way around and become a tablet as well. From Inventec and some of the innovation we've seen in Taiwan, you're going to see swivel designs. They can convert into tablets. This is something from Foxconn, where you have a clamshell. You can actually move it forward for consumption mode, and then you can actually lay it flat for tablet mode. This is the Pegatron system. Again, another swivel design. So ladies and gentlemen, a whole host of now convertible third generation core tablet computers. So we expect all these designs to have sensors, but what about sensors in the clamshell? We're going to have accelerometers, gyroscopes, GPSs, ambient light sensors, e-compasses coming. So why don't I bring Jigna to the stage and we'll talk to you about some of the innovations coming down the road on future Ultrabook computers. Hi, Jigna.
Hey, sir. Good to see you again. What I have here is my. What we have here is my Ultrabook form factor reference design by Intel. Now, like you said, this is built with a host of sensors: gyroscope, accelerometer, GPS, proximity sensor, temperature sensor. All of these built right into this form factor reference design.
So this is the reference design that right now we're sending out thousands of units to get software developers working on touch for Windows 8, as well as for integrating sensor technology into future Ultrabook computers.
Right. So now, there are several people out there working on applications to basically utilize these sensors. We have one such in-house built application called Digital Leash. It's a technology demo. So what I'm going to have you do is hold on to this phone. Now, when you're in a coffee shop, right, and your coffee is ready, you basically go up to the counter and you leave your machine behind. Now, if I'm in a coffee shop, I'm constantly looking over my shoulder to make sure nobody's actually touching my system, right? Now, with this technology, either you can set your proximity sensor to automatically detect that your phone's gone away from your Ultrabook and lock it on its own, or you can actually go ahead and arm it yourself. Now, if somebody I'm trying to steal this PC here, and the minute I touch it, it's going to go, it's going to basically activate the sensors in the system and sound an alarm. So essentially, your PC is proactively trying to protect itself.
That's good. So all those annoying car alarms that we got used to, not only at a Starbucks, you'll hear them too. All right. Thanks, Jake, very much. All right. So technology demonstration is some of the usages, and even in a clamshell form factor, sensors could be interesting. Let's take another look at innovation around wireless charging. I guess I'll bring Mark up on stage to talk a little bit about wireless charging. Mark? Hey, how you doing?
See you.
All right.
So
What do we have here?
So wireless charging capability, everybody doesn't enjoy the hassle of having to switch around for an AC outlet and plug in their USB cable into their phone. So what we've done is we've enabled, as a technology demonstration, wireless charging. So what we've got is a transmitter that's been integrated into this platform here, and then we have a phone where all we've done is created basically a shell that covers the regular Samsung phone, but the shell at the back on this one has the receiver integrated into it, so that it allows it to charge. So all you have to do is just place the phone next to the laptop, and you get it charging the battery. It's that simple.
Wow, that's amazing. So wireless charging. So how do you compare charging time and everything relative to just plugging it into USB like we normally do?
Yeah, and interestingly enough, this thing charges about the same rate as a regular USB cable, so that's just great news.
Awesome. Okay, good stuff there. Thanks. So a little bit of sensors in the PC, wireless charging coming to the next generation Ultrabooks. But how we interact with the PC is probably just as important. And we've used the mouse and keyboard for probably several decades now. But how about voice of the platform? where are we at in our relationship with nuance and bringing voice to the platform. So let me bring Neil to the stage, and we'll do an early sneak peek at some of the voice technologies. How you doing?
Good. Based on at CES, we had announced a partnership with Nuance, and what we want to do is a very sneak peek demo of the technology and the collaboration that's going on. And we see voice as one of the key elements of interacting with your PCs and with your Ultrabooks in future. So what we have here is a Dell Inspiron system, and we have the voice software, and we just try to show you a demo. Hello, Dragon. Search Google for Intel.
Here are the Google results for Intel.
Next to Twitter.
What would you like to say?
I love Computex.
Should I post it to Twitter?
Yes.
Updating Twitter.
Show me my tweets.
Checking Twitter. Here's what's happening on Twitter.
Play songs Soda Green.
Playing Song Soda Green.
So like I said, soon we'll be able to talk to our PCs in the future, and this is a demo of the technology that is collaborating with working with Nuance.
So incredibly responsive. I mean, absolutely no delay on that. Being able to post to Twitter, post to Facebook, open applications, play your sound library, do searches on the internet. Pretty fantastic stuff.
All running locally on our PCs here.
Yeah, good point. All running locally on the Ultrabook platform. So congratulations.
Thank you very
Keep
much.
up the good work. So let's take a look at other innovations. And Ultrabook isn't the only area that we're innovating in. So I'd like to just talk to you a little bit about the category of the all-in-one, the desktop space. A lot of people don't realize this has been growing about 35% compound annual growth rate. And we've got several new systems here. Dell's 27-inch system, XPS system announced this week. All-in-ones from ASUS, from Acer, and from Toshiba. So an incredible amount of innovation where the PC has actually kind of gone into the screen and made these systems really break away from the office environment and get into more open areas of the house. That is one issue today, and that is that these desktop computers, the towers, have typically been relegated to under a desk gathering dust, and we want to bring them out in the open. And so what I'd like to do is bring up a few of some interns from Taiwan here, and we'll just show you what's happening here in some of the innovation from Lenovo. This is Lenovo all-in-one system, and what's unique about these next generation systems is you can not only use them with wireless keyboards and mice, but you can actually lay these into kind of what I would call an artist easel mode, so you could more easily manipulate photos on the screen. But what's probably most exciting is a lot of these now are actually going to start laying flat. And so what we can do now is just start playing some basic games. You can imagine this family playing Scrabble. This game is really pretty simple. It's about putting two bugs together without having other bugs in your screen. But you can see with 10 finger touch on this system, you can actually do a lot of work and actually get the family around, whether it's photos or videos or playing games, into the family room. And we'll start seeing these with batteries in the back, so it'll actually be semi-mobile as well over the next year as well. So these guys, I guess, don't want to stop playing, but great innovation. And again, Windows 8 is only going to make these experiences better as touch comes to the all-in-one PCs with Windows 8 as well. So thanks to Lenovo for great innovation there. I also wanted to show you kind of a sneak peek at some all-in-one innovation we've done. And the system we have here in the back is a new concept platform that we've done. And we did that with Compal, with Celestica, with LG Display. This is actually, as you saw earlier on the Toshiba system, this is actually a 21.9 display with LG's advanced high-performance IPS-based system. So Mark, why don't we show them a little bit of what we have here?
Yeah, exactly like you said. It's really a beautiful screen to look at. Another couple of things to mention about on this is we showed you wireless charging a little bit earlier, and a little bit different implementation here. Say you're done for the day and you're not using your machine any longer. All you need to do is slide your keyboard up next to the base, and it will begin to start charging the keyboard, so you don't have to worry about replacing batteries or.
That's fantastic. I just was annoying. I had to go find batteries. I couldn't use my keyboard the other day in my house with my wireless keyboard. So that's fantastic. So wireless keyboard going into mice and keyboards now as well.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, really the beautiful thing about this is LG provided us to put in here. Again,
think about being able to just, in the back of this module, take it and upgrade the processor in time as well with these very simple upgrade modules with a full PC right here.
Yeah, in fact, this system is based on that module that's slide right into the back of the shed.
And then, of course, what's exciting about these, like I said before, is they all lie flat as well. So lots of incredible innovation coming to the desktop platform. So innovation's coming on the Ultrabook, innovation's coming on the desktop all-in-one. And so hopefully you see some of the momentum today that we've shared with you around the third generation Intel Core, especially as it comes to Ultrabook for both consumer and for business. With over 110 designs, we expect around this third generation Core technology around Ultrabook, including consumer designs, business, vPro designs, and small business advantage designs. Innovation coming to the Ultrabooks. We're betting big on touch. Hopefully you got a perspective of that. You saw some of the unique sensor usage models that we have and bringing voice to the platform in the near future as well. And some incredible usage models that are going to get the desktop out from underneath that desk and onto more open areas of the house. So thank you guys very much. And with that, I think we'll bring up Naveen and GB and we'll do a Q&A with the press. So thank you very much for coming.